just pretend very painful.
Imagine becoming famous enough to dominate movies, sports, television, and martial arts, and still sounding nervous when Bruce Lee enters the story. Some trained with him, some fought him, some interviewed him, some got hit by him. And one legendary action star basically admitted he milked an injury just to stay near him. Here are the best.
Oh my God, he ran to me and lift me up. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Jackie Chan got hit by his idol.
I just pretend very painful. I just want Bruce Lee hold me along.
Jackie starts with the one detail every fan secretly wants. Bruce Lee accidentally hurt him.
Suddenly, my eyes all black because he just one stick right on my head.
The young rookie got the opportunity to act with his idol and got hit accidentally.
During the whole day, every time he look at me.
Then comes the fan confession. Jackie kept acting hurt.
Okay.
Because Bruce stayed close.
Now he ran to me. What's your name? I said, my name Jackie. What style are we learning? I said, Southern style.
This is a young stuntman realizing the legend noticed him. The attention became the real moment.
I think when I was young, doing Under the Dragon, fighting with Bruce Lee. And I was behind the camera, waiting.
Before Jackie Chan became Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee was already the son in the room. And if even Jackie Chan turned into a nervous kid around Bruce Lee, hit like, subscribe, and stay for the next celebrity meltdown.
Pushed that energy through the bag, and it made me fly off the opposite side of the bag. And from that point on, I said, I gotta be able to do that.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar became the student. In 10 seconds, Bruce turned NBA legend Kareem from curious visitor into the tallest student in Los Angeles.
Embrace yourself, and I'll have my wife Linda, she'll punch and kick the bag. And she kicked the bag, and my body flew off the other side.
Kareem was braced behind the bag. Then Bruce's lesson arrived through Linda Lee's kick like bad news.
The other side, she was able to generate that much power and strength. And, push that energy through the bag.
That was not really about Linda. That was Bruce proving his method could weaponize anybody.
During the summertime, between my sophomore and junior year at UCLA, and I was studying Japanese style.
Bruce did not open with legend behavior. He quietly inspected Kareem like a martial arts mechanic.
You might want to study with him. It's very interesting. And it kind of piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over. He set me up to go over to Bruce's house, right? So I go over to Bruce's house. Bruce asked me.
Kareem says he was immediately won over, which is polite legend speak for Bruce got him.
But you felt that the way he was depicted in that film left a bit for you to be desired. How so?
Well, Bruce did not go around acting like a jerk. He didn't do that. Real tough guys don't act like that.
Decades later, Kareem still defends Bruce like someone protecting a teacher, not a celebrity acquaintance.
It's an amazing fight scene.
Well, I think the main reason, Bruce was really ahead of his time. And I worked out with Bruce Lee, and I worked out for 3 years. That's when I held the world title.
Chuck Norris had to lose to the coolest man alive. When a world champion calls you ahead of your time, that is not praise, that is surrender.
The fight scene that everyone will remember, called Return of the Dragon. He said, would you come over and do the fight scene with me? I said, well, do I have to lose? He says, yeah, you have to lose. So I said, all right.
Chuck asked the only question that mattered. Bruce wanted the fight, but Chuck wanted survival terms.
I'd seen his first 2 movies. I said, the guys you fight don't even have a chance. I mean, they don't even touch you, And he said, no, we'll make this a seesaw battle. And so we made it fight back and forth. And
even Chuck watched Bruce's movies and thought the opponents were basically walking into a speed trap.
Pursued his movie career, did a couple of movies, very successful. So he called me up and said, I want to do a movie with a fight scene that everyone will remember, called Return of the Dragon. He said, would you come over and do the fight scene with me? I said, well, do I have to lose?
Bruce did not need any opponent. He wanted Chuck because the loss had to look impossible.
I was the only one ever to really do that, fighting. But again, he respected me because my ability as a world champion at the time.
Chuck's real flex is buried inside the tribute. Bruce respected him enough to let him fight back. Sammo Hung found out how fast Bruce was. Sammo tells it like a harmless compliment, somehow turned into the fastest job interview in martial arts history.
他已经是我们的偶像，那我见到他我很高兴，我说你的武功很厉害哦，
The misunderstanding was simple. Sammo admired Bruce's speed, but Bruce thought he was being challenged.
你仲想點啊？嗱，你好人手啦，我攰啦。
咁你嗰係要打輸啊，定係讓
我梗係輸啦，我直情輸啦。
我係輸嘅。
我係直情係輸。
你快啊嘛。
That is why Sammo laughs while remembering it. He did not meet Bruce Lee's ego. He met his reflexes.
And snap it and get all your energy in there and make this into a weapon.
I didn't want to tangle you in any dark that right now. You came at me pretty fast.
Pierre Berton tried to interview him like a normal guest. Pierre Berton was a veteran broadcaster, but Bruce's punch demo briefly turned him into a survival analyst.
Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Like that, you see?
In Bruce's only surviving full TV interview, Be Water lands less like advice and more like scripture.
This is what it is, okay?
You're talking to Longstreet, played by James Francesca.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
Pierre asks for old TV lines, but Bruce casually begins the sentence that outlived the interview.
It might sound too philosophical, but it's acting or acting unacting.
You've lost me.
I have.
By the end, Bruce has turned a television interview into a masterclass.
Yes, Bruce Lee was a great friend of mine. And Bruce?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he was a groovy guy. Yeah, I was very sorry to see him go.
James Coburn saw Bruce Lee as perfection in motion. James Coburn was an Oscar-winning Hollywood tough guy, famous for The Magnificent Seven, The Great Escape, and Our Man Flint.
He was a true artist in that respect. He created himself. And that's what I think. He was an unusual man. He was beautiful.
Coburn had seen real movie legends up close, so this kind of reverence carries extra weight.
The perfection that he achieved was awe-inspiring. I mean, he was the fastest moving person you've ever seen. I mean, you'd reach out and pew, he was like a poo all over the place.
This is not fan theory. It is a close friend remembering speed his eyes could barely process.
That thing just swinging back and forth and pop it and pop it. He was amazing, really amazing.
The bag story turns Bruce's power into slapstick. Coburn trained too, but physics clearly picked sides.
And it was kind of spectacular. It was almost like an art form, a ballet.
George Lazenby met Bruce last. Lazenby says Bruce carried kung fu across cultures like an art form, not just a fight gimmick.
The guy had a strong personality, and it came through. I mean, he himself admits he wasn't the greatest actor.
This is James Bond basically admitting Bruce did not need dialogue. The screen already obeyed him.
He was just one of these people that you couldn't deny.
The phrase is small, but the meaning is huge. Bruce forced audiences to accept him.
He was a phenomenon at a time a phenomenon was right to happen, I think.
Van Williams watched the sidekick steal the show. Van Williams was the Green Hornet, Bruce was the sidekick Kato, but even Van knew Bruce was the real phenomenon.
Yeah, what about, and there would be a star sticking in that thing. He'd never even see it.
Van says Bruce's hands and feet moved so fast, the set became one long reaction shot.
What he did do was make everybody very nervous on the set by doing his kicks and back fists, and I mean, you'd turn around and whoop, there'd be a fist right there.
Bruce kept people nervous because his fist could appear before your brain approved the danger.
I said, hey, I'm with Bruce. Bruce could be very intimidating. And he stormed into that set. He sat down and he stared at Bert.
Then Bruce stared down Burt Ward, and suddenly Robin needed protection from the actual sidekick.
He would enjoy it, because I think he would enjoy it because it's spreading the martial arts and just the influence of our movie, Enter the Dragon, when it's done throughout the world.
Jim Kelly and John Saxon remembered Bruce's shadow. Jim Kelly and John Saxon shared Enter the Dragon with Bruce, but still talk like witnesses.
What would you say that Bruce Lee would say about all this, you know, topic?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, he said some funny things.
The Bruce question hits, and both men instantly react like someone opened a Legends time capsule.
Well, I have to ask you, what do you think of the enduring popularity of Enter the Dragon after so many years?
The what?
The enduring popularity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really great, and from the start, and still is. You know, it's still playing.
Decades later, they know the movie lasted because Bruce turned action cinema into a global passport.
So when I look back, I say, thank God I did those 3 films, because now it's part of history. Just to be part of Bruce Lee's magic.
Bob Wall saw Bruce Lee as magic in a bottle. Bob Wall fought Bruce in Way of the Dragon. then summed up the movie like a witness statement: Bruce, Bruce, Bruce.
And yet, he married that to the Nureyev kind of balletic moves that others before him.
He calls Bruce a panther, a cat, a magnificent animal. Basically, wildlife documentary language for human charisma.
Because Bruce was a genius, and so getting to just be around the master of what he did was exciting, and it created your energy. And
being around Bruce was painting with Picasso, which is martial arts guy for, I knew I was near genius.
To make sure that the audience knew I was getting hit. And so if you look, you see my feet off the ground, then you know I'm getting hit. And so the realism came through because it was real.
Even at the airport, Bruce moved like Elvis had entered, except Elvis probably needed fewer body mechanics.
Bruce Lee is a world-class martial artist. Wonderful guy, wonderful, wonderful man, and a great martial artist.
Gene LeBell respected Bruce deeply. Gene LeBell was a judo and stunt legend, so calling Bruce elite actually carries Bruce's professional weight.
And he showed me a lot of his kicks and striking, which even today I use in the movie.
Decades later, Gene still credits Bruce's tools, like a fighter who kept useful weapons.
That's when I first met Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is a world-class martial artist.
This was not distant admiration. Gene moved from set co-worker into Bruce's real training circle.
I really went there to train under him, not really to do the movie, but the movie part was just the added incentive to go to Hong Kong.
Dan Inosanto entered Bruce's secret world. For Dan Inosanto, Hong Kong was not just a film trip. It was access to Bruce at full intensity.
Bruce Lee opened the first commercial school, if you want to call it commercial school, to the public, or open to the public. And it was a very secretive thing in those days because Kung Fu was not taught publicly.
Before the global myth, Bruce's world was still small, guarded, and almost underground.
And to get in, we had to have a special knock. So the knock went something like... And with that knock, then they would open the door, and then you can train there.
That tiny ritual makes the school feel less like a gym and more like a secret society.
And it was quite challenging to hold on to it, and sometimes it would slip from our hands, and it frustrated me, and it frustrated Sifu Bruce a lot.
Everyone remembers Bruce as untouchable with nunchucks, but Dan gives us the rarer version. Bruce frustrated, adjusting, and still chasing perfection. So now you know, Bruce Lee did not need to brag, pose, or enter with fireworks. He could sit, walk on set, or throw one impossible punch, and famous people became fans again. Jackie milked an injury, Kareem became a student, Chuck lost to a legend. Sammo never forgot the speed, because Bruce did not just have star power. He made stars react like us. Like, subscribe and watch the video.